Seashell Owens. This opening got me to 2,000 elo, and it's going to get you to 6,000 elo, because that's the way chess works. Let's go. The Owens defense is e4, b6, and then they'll bring their knight out, and you'll bring your bishop out. This is what 99% of the Owens defenses look like. Is it losing for black? No. Slightly ahead for white, because white has more development in the center, but then this is the modern way of playing chess, from an angle, from the corners. Normally, either they'll bring their other pawn out to the center or bring their knight out. Let's go with the knight. Either way, it's going to end up in the same thing a lot of the time. They bring the knight out, we play e6. These are kind of the first three moves for black, no matter what they play. Then they'll push the other pawn in the center. Pushing the pawn in the center is the logical move to keep the advantage and control the center. Your opponent's probably thinking, why the hell is this fool played bishop b7, dude? What the hell is he doing? You've got a few options here, but let's go with the one that will happen all the time, which is the bishop pinning the knight. A lot of the times they will play this and they will blunder their e4 pawn. So many games. Even at like 2,000 level, people blunder the e4 pawn, just careless in the opening. But if they don't and they play the right move, and they play this move, which is the book move, it's still juicy, because now we bring our knight to f6, once again challenging this, because if he doesn't do anything and he plays like a careless move like this, once again, we're going to win the pawn either way. A lot of these lines, you'll win the e4 pawn because they'll just be careless. So the top engine move here is actually that, but nobody's going to play that. Nobody's going to play that. Who wants to redevelop their knight over here? A top level player would probably play that, but below 2,000, nobody's playing that. Everyone will play that move. Everyone will play that move thinking, oh, look, I'm putting him in trouble. You just jump forward. And this position is nice, okay? Nasty, brother. And now look at this pressure on the knight. A lot of the times here, they'll just castle and they'll just neglect another pawn. This happens all the time. You can easily win pawns in the opening with the Owens defense. If they take with the bishop, it's a mistake because now this is looking tasty. The only move they have here is kind of this move to defend the knight again. I love this line so much. This is my favorite line in the Owens defense. Ready? You take. And they're not going to take back like that with a knight because you've got your queen flying in and this pawn's hanging. This pawn's hanging. If he starts pushing this, then this is looking dodgy, taking this pawn, and then you got this hanging. It's not looking good for white if they do that. So logically, they will take with the queen and you will damage their pawn structure on this side of the board. And then you will very quickly play this move, knight jump. And if you play this next move quick enough, they will fall for it a lot of the time. They will try and kick away your bishop, and very quickly you'll play that. It looks like you're just full on sacking a bishop because you are, because you fork up their queen. Fork off, bruv. And then it's just kind of game over for white. If in this position they play the best move, which is this, you just take, they'll take back, and then you just play c5, which I love, which you're sacking the rook, and if they take, it's completely losing for white. Look at this. How are they defending this? Go on. How are you defending that? You're going to castle your fork. You're going to castle your fork. No defending that, bruv. Because that knight move is a brilliant, and it's so nice. And if they take, oh, it's just so... This has happened so many times. If you play it enough times, you will go into this line. Another common line with the Owens defense, which you'll play all the time. Same setup, but this time let's go with the pawn in the center instead of bringing the knight out. Double pawns, they'll bring their knights out. This is very standard stuff in the Owens defense. You'll see this all the time because they want to protect their pawns, right? You bring your bishop out, pinning it. They'll defend with bishop d3, trying to like stop you from taking this pawn, of course. You don't care, you just bring your knight out. The first like 5 moves for the Owens defense for black are kind of always the same. You're going to bring your knight to f6. You're going to bring your bishop to b4. You're going to fianchetto on that side of the board. So let's imagine they play the best move here, which is queen e2, just to protect this because you're about to threaten to win this again. You just launch a pawn in the center, and if they push, which they will because the book move, and it's just the natural move to try and dislocate the knight, you just jump your knight in. And then if they take, it is a big mistake because now you are taking that. This happens all the time. The Owens defense is so underrated, honestly. Their best move is to just jump their knight over here. You're taking a free pawn. You're about to take this. You got this pawn hanging. Like, there's so much stuff for black here. Literally in 8 moves. So good. Their best move is that. And in that case, you just want to take here. They'll take, you take. And then you damage their pawn structure. And then you can start launching this pawn forward. Maybe start getting your knight involved, attacking these pawns, get your queen out onto the board. If you know, like, the theory in the opening, just for, like, the first 5 to 6 moves, it's kind of all the same for black. That's why this opening is so good. I played this to get to 2,000 elo, like I said, because people get caught off guard. Always the exact same sort of opening. Like, you're always going to bring these pieces right here. They're always going to be there. And when the pawn goes here, the knight always jumps in. The beautiful thing about the Owens defense is even if they play d4, you can still go into it. This is technically the English defense, but so many times it will transpose into the Owens defense. And now look, now it's the Owens defense. It just went from English to Owens, literally just like that. If they ever try and kick you back straight away, you just drop back and you accept that this game, you're not going to play the Owens defense to its full potential. Don't ever go here because you're blundering a piece, bro. Pretty much it for the Owens defense, guys. Let me know what you want next. Drop a comment, drop a like. Thank you so much for liking the video. I appreciate it very much. And let's go. Next video. Let me know what you want.